All right guys, so here is the small little tank that I have here, and I have this as my quarantine tank for the Chaeto. And these Chaeto I just got from a buddy, and I just threw them in here just to make sure I give them some time, let it sit, check it out, make sure that they don't have pests on them. But unfortunately, well, it's a good thing I'm doing all this here just to make sure I don't introduce any pests into my main tank. But the good news is that there's a lot of pods and there's a lot of good critters. And the bad news is that there's also some flatworms in here. So I don't know if you can see it here. It's right on the glass. Let's see if I can find it. It's hard to show you on here, but this is flatworm right here, right in the middle. Right, it's like right here, this little speck of dot right there. And I can't focus it anymore, but this is why I quarantine. I could run some flatworm exit in this small little, I think this is like a 2.5 gallon tank. I don't know, we'll see. Right now I'm just monitoring the tank, this small little tank, and you know, there's critters in there just hiding out. So there's definitely a lot of good pods in here, and there's a whole bunch of them on the glass, which it's hard to capture. But then there's also the flatworm here that you see. So guys, this is my little setup outside. And what I normally do is, you know, I put it out here, I monitor it, make sure it's good. Then I take a small piece of it, clean that up, and I just run that through tap water, hot and cold, make sure that anything's on there is dead. I run my hands through it. And then once I clean each strand, then I just put like a small little amount inside my tank, and then I let it grow. So this is it here, guys. This is my small little quarantine tank for a Chaeto. Nothing fancy here. Heater, an El Cheapo heater, I hang on the back just for circulation. I threw in a little rock back there with some bacteria from the main tank. And then I also have this, just this regular eBay light. It's just something to sit in the garage just so that I can monitor everything, you know, just to make sure that everything is good. There was, like I said, flatworm. I see some flatworms in here, not a lot, but still some, which I don't want to introduce into my tank. So I'll have to be very careful with what I have when I'm, you know, taking some of these out here. So, but I've already done that. Let me just show you what I have in my main tank. I took a small piece from here, made sure it's clean, went through it strand by strand, cleaned it through hot water and cold water, and then I threw it inside the sump of the tank, and I'm letting that grow out. So I want to be sure that I'm not introducing any of these pests or the flatworm into my tank. So far I haven't seen any, which is a good sign. But you know, this is how I do it. I'm sure everyone has their own way, their own method of doing it. I've seen some where they just threw in, you know, a RAS in here alongside this QT process, and then he just kind of eradicated or took care of all of the pests in here. But this is how I'm doing it. I'll show you what I have inside. I have a small ball, and it's slowly growing right now. So I'm gonna let it slowly grow, and then hopefully when I put more fish in the tank, it'll start consuming more waste or more nutrient, and it'll start growing into a bigger ball. All right guys, so here's the refugium, and this is my small Chaeto bunch that I took from my QT tank outside. I took a small ball of it and kind of cleaned it up a bit with hot water and cold water, rinse it through, made sure there weren't any pests on the strands. So took a bunch of strands, cleaned them all up, bunched them together, and it was smaller than this, but it started growing. So There you go. You can see I'm going to slowly grow this out, and I wanted to make sure that it was as clean as possible, that I wasn't introducing any pest inside this new setup. So there it is, small Chaeto bundle inside my refugium, and I hope to have it grow out so that it'll be my main method of exporting excessive nutrients or waste. Right, and I'm not using anything special. As you can tell, I have just a regular AI Prime light here that I'm running to grow this Chaeto. It's probably not the best, but it does work, and I'm not really into the red bluish spectrum, even though it'll probably grow faster. I like the white, just pure white light here, so I have it set up this way because I do want to have some pods in here growing, and I like to actually just open this up and take a look at the pod population, see how they're doing. So I may even also include some live rocks in here, but I'm not sure yet. If not, it'll just be all Chaeto. Alright guys, so there it is. Thank you for stopping by and checking out this video. If you have any ideas or anything that I can do to make this even better, feel free to drop it down in the comment section below. And guys, until next time, we'll see you again.